The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Oh, there's a big hit right away as he's knocked down hard on the opening kickoff.
Here we go, sack.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. You look at this Packers defense.
They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Browns first down. First down at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs.
Room past the 35.
And all the way up to the 37-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
There's defense for the Packers. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Let's go now.
Throwing here, Dobbs. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
The Browns at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. To throw is Dobbs. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Fighting through. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Dobbs sliding out of the pocket. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
On play action, it's Dobbs.
And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. Now Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Love looking to throw it. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a 1st down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the official.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch.
On the ground, here's Watson.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Love back to it here after the pick 6. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Love now.
That's complete to Wicks.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Browns 14.
The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Love from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
2nd and 10.
Play action this time with Love. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Romeo Doubs.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The solid stiff arm. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Throwing.
Love. That is caught.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Jacobs going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Tucker Kraft.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. P.A.'s here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw Dobbs. They'll go screen here to Hunt. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Open man, that's Tillman.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Here's Dobbs to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Dobbs to throw.
He'll air this one out for Kirk.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Following the interception, Love.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Oh, some strong running.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian Kirk as the first half is winding down.
And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this one is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's taken in by Watson. And he's going to have a Packers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Love. Pass incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in their gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. Now Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's the backup Smith.
That's taken in by Kraft.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
He gets that one complete to Wicks.
And he's brought down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now Dobbs.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
To throw is Dobbs.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Bust through the tackle. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right. Let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Love now.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Blankenship's kick is good. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. To throw now. Here's Love.
Now this thrown deep for Kraft.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Right back to Mitchell here.
Powering his way forward. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. He finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Love from the gun. And complete once again to Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Right side to Watson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To the air again, Love. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Once again, it's Mitchell.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Touchdown! David Njoku. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams? In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing. Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Watson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flushed out right. His throw, and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up,
right.
Hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Second and 7.
70 Lions.
On play action, it's Dobbs. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a third interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Love looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now a second and 10.
Operating from the gun. Love. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Christian Watson.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Another run with Mitchell.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Elijah Mitchell.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Blankenship out for the point after.
And the lead is now 24.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3. Love to throw for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces